Welcome, it's Denome. This video will hopefully save you some money on the upcoming crash on the Binance Smart Chain. I don't exactly know how deep or severe the crash will be, but I'm expecting a crash basically tomorrow on 23rd of April. And that has to do with PancakeSwap version 2. So I will exactly explain why I think there will be a crash. And I will talk about the congestion problem of the Binance Smart Chain, as well as we're going to talk about the issue that actually Autofarm and some of the other yield aggregators had with the Venus vaults. And that's why the total value locked actually dropped by about 30% on Autofarm and a lot of yield aggregator places as well yesterday. I'll talk about that at the end because that already happened, so we can no longer affect it, but we can affect on the PancakeSwap version 2, which is launching tomorrow on 23rd. So let's take a look at what the PancakeSwap version 2 actually does. So here is the great migration, and I did not know this information until this was released 10 hours ago. So I had to take a look at it, and then I looked, okay, what effect this will actually have and which tokens will be affected. So from that, I'm thinking there will be a crash. So I have actually sold basically everything I have on Binance Smart Chain, and I have stable coins right now, just so you know. Anyway, the issue here is that PancakeSwap version 2 will introduce new liquidity pool tokens, and this is the core of the issue. So what will happen is on Friday 23rd April at 5 a.m. UTC, PancakeSwap will stop giving out rewards for the old type of liquidity pool tokens. So every yield aggregator out there that is using PancakeSwap to generate yield will basically stop giving out rewards tomorrow. And that will automatically happen, and there's nothing we can do. And after that, they will create the new liquidity pool tokens, and PancakeSwap will start giving out rewards in the new liquidity pool tokens. And this is the issue here. And what they expect everyone to do is to unstake their liquidity pool tokens from the old farms or yield aggregator places. Then you have to remove the liquidity from the old liquidity pool tokens, and then you have to add liquidity to the new type of liquidity pool tokens. And then you have to restake in these new farms. So this is basically 4 steps that you have to do. And that's going to create a lot of congestion on the network as well as there will be a lot of people unstaking and restaking at the same time. So I think a lot of people will want to, maybe some people will want to sell. And when some people sell and there's not exact clarity what's going on, I think some people will just panic and sell out anyways. And this is like a recipe for chaos, basically. Luckily, they do have a dedicated migration page ready to go, so that will help you speed through in just a few clicks. But everywhere where you have a yield aggregator, this step will probably not be as easy, because I was taking a look at the Telegram channels of different yield aggregators on Binance Smart Chain, and it looks like none of them are really ready with this migration. So that's basically the core of the issue there. I will show you some screenshots of those Telegram groups so you get a grasp of what's going on here. Anyway, this migration will happen, and it will just redistribute the fees from the Cake platform to Cake holders in a different way. That's basically the core of this version 2. There will be some other upgrades as well. For example, there will be an auto compounding Cake syrup pool. So what this means is that the yield aggregators that auto compound Cake, for example pancakebunny, will probably have a hard time afterwards as well. Let's see, they don't talk about let's see if they talk about vaults. They don't talk about vaults, but currently PancakeSwap, as you probably know, they have these vaults here, or these farms that you can stake your tokens in. So I think these farms will be redone, and the multipliers and everything will be changed on the new platform as well. Unfortunately, they don't talk about it here, but anyway, that will happen. And from that, they expect super high APRs on the PancakeSwap new pools after the migration, when not everyone has migrated their liquidity to the new tokens yet. So APRs will be high on the PancakeSwap here. So anyway, why I think this will cause a problem is this. So now let's talk about the Telegram channels. So I went to Autofarm and I looked for PancakeSwap migration and PCS migration terms. And here somebody is asking, concerning PancakeSwap migration, can liquidity pool tokens stay staked in Autofarm pools, and will pools somehow auto migrate to PancakeSwap version 2, or do users need to do manually restake? More info about this soon, but yes, migration will be needed. It has to be manually done. That is the key word here. Now imagine hundreds of thousands of people manually unstaking and staking at the same time on the network. I think it's gonna be crazy. Next, acryptos, same question. Hi there, any action required on the side of the PancakeSwap version 2 liquidity pool migration? We will announce any actions if necessary in due course. Look out for updates tomorrow. Thanks. Stay tuned. Thanks, mate. We had a little bit of advanced notice. This is the funny part. What PancakeSwap is doing here. We had a little bit of advanced notice, like all aggregators. We are still looking at how to best proceed. I assume we will know more once our devs have come up with the right approach, given the information we have. So this means that the yield aggregators actually have very limited information of this upcoming change. Anyway, thanks. So funds are safe? Yes, funds are safe. The funds are safe because the old liquidity pool tokens are still there, but they just don't get the rewards anymore. That's basically the issue, and people will have to migrate to get the rewards afterwards. Yeah, funds are safe, but we don't know yet whether or not we will need user action to continue earning interest after PancakeSwap version 2 goes live. If any action is needed by our users, we will let you know. So this is the issue, and this was basically today when I read through this. Anyway, that's the acryptos there, and then I went to Beefy Finance. What will happen to PancakeSwap version 2 migration on 23rd regarding liquidity pool tokens staked on Beefy Finance? And this is another yield aggregator. We will announce when we will be near migration. Again, this just for me sounds a little bit like more confusion. So no announcements there. Next, pancakebunny. People are asking, what is the version 2 of PancakeSwap? If there will be any changes to pancakebunny, I have the same question. So people are getting worried for this migration, but unfortunately I did not see a reply on pancakebunny for this either. So anyway, yield aggregators, if you have any yield aggregator tokens, they will be in severe problems after this migration in my view, because PancakeSwap, they don't really benefit from yield aggregators, or they see that they don't benefit from this, because what yield aggregators do is that they just go and take the cake rewards that people earn from these and automatically sell it on the market, creating sell pressure for the cake token. So PancakeSwap does not really like these yield aggregators on the market. So I think that's one of the reasons why they are kept in such a loose loop here as well. Anyway, that's basically the issue of this system. And now when I thought through this, okay, you have thousands or hundreds of thousands of people unstaking, removing liquidity, adding liquidity, maybe rebalancing their portfolio. If some people are starting to sell their tokens, this could cause some serious issues. And this is the next step of this problem. If we go to the Binance Smart Chain Scanner or the Explorer, and we take a look at the daily transaction chart, you can see that the transaction count is currently at about 9 million trades per day. But okay, this is looking good. This is bullish, right? That this is growing so fast, that there's so much adoption going on Binance Smart Chain. Yes, but this is the next step, and this is the Binance Smart Chain network utilization chart. So in the last 2 days, if you have been using Binance Smart Chain, you may have experienced serious lags, and some people even say that they had to pay, or the MetaMask told them to pay 0.25 BNB for one single transaction, which is like $100 for a transaction. Of course, if you just simply change the RPC number, I actually have to probably show it to you. So RPC here, I will show you. So if you have any issues with the fees, you simply have to change the RPC on your MetaMask to something that is shown here, to a different one. Then you will basically don't have the gas fees. But most users don't know this. And when they are hit with a massive transaction fee, it will just create more uncertainty. And this can already be seen if you go to the Autofarm Autofarm Telegram, people are just complaining non-stop right now because of the Venus migration that happened as well. I'll talk about that soon. Anyway, just to compare this utilization, Ethereum network is currently about 97% on the network utilization, and the gas fees on Ethereum are insane, right? So this same thing is basically going to happen in Binance Smart Chain because PancakeSwap is just bigger than Venus, and this 80% spike is basically caused by the Venus migration here. So the network will get congested on the Binance Smart Chain. There will be issues, there will be lag. Some of the websites might even go down when people are unstaking, staking, removing liquidity, selling, doing all kinds of things at the same time, which is just creating more uncertainty whenever that happens. Anyway, that's that for that. And just to compare, Binance Smart Chain, it is actually quite impressive that on Ethereum there's currently 1.5 million transactions, but on Binance Smart Chain it is 9 million transactions per day that is that they are able to process. But that's basically the limit for the Binance Smart Chain. So if Binance Smart Chain is wants to attract more users, there will actually be more problems with the Binance Smart Chain, because currently there's no plans, as far as I know, to actually scale up Binance Smart Chain. So these scaling issues, these congestion problems will get bigger and bigger on the Binance Smart Chain. So all in all, Binance Smart Chain is not looking great right now. And short term, it's not looking great, but even longer term view for the Binance Smart Chain is not looking great, just from the congestion standpoint as well. So I wanted to highlight this, that this is becoming a real problem here as well. Now let's talk about the Venus problem that just happened. So on Autofarm, the total value locked basically dropped from 1.9 billion to 1.2 billion. And the reason is that Venus protocol, they updated their system. So you had the Bitcoin pool for the Venus system. And what it did, it automatically leveraged itself up to about 3.5x. And that same thing happened with the USDC pair, USDT, and all these different assets. And they had like $500 million worth of assets on those Venus pools here. And Venus, what they did is that they already announced this update on February 14th this year, roadmap to 2021. And what it says here is that they want to add Venus origination fees, and these went live a few days ago. So what this meant is that there will be a small fee every time you deposit or withdraw from the protocol. And the issue is that Autofarm and some other platforms out there as well, like Beefy Finance and Belt Finance, Belt Finance was one of those as well. I don't know if there were some other ones, but anyway, how they managed the pools here is that they had all the funds in the same pool. And every time anyone withdraws or deposits into that pool, there will be a 0.01% fee on that whole pool. And this is the issue, that if you have thousands of people who have funds in this one pool, every time someone withdraws, there will be a fee for the whole system. And this has caused some losses for people. Like some people reported 3% or 4% losses yesterday. And now the vaults have actually stopped on Autofarm as well, and they are migrating their system. But this did not happen to some of the yield aggregators out there, like acryptos, which used a different type of auto compounding system. So the system itself is not compromised. So acryptos can still offer those Venus pools, and Autofarm is now working to create a new pool for Venus. They already added a new pool, version 2 of the Venus pools, but apparently they were not able to actually shield themselves from this update, even though this was said on February 14th already. Anyway, a lot of issues happened there, and that's why the congestion happened. If you still have funds on the Autofarm or some other Venus pool protocol out there, make sure that you take out the money if your funds are compromised, because the chances are that you actually already have experienced some losses out there. Anyway, that's basically what happened with the Venus system out there as well. And from that, I have actually sold all of my auto as well. And I did yesterday, I told you guys that I actually bought egg tokens for the Goose DeFi or Goose Finance system. but today I actually sold those at a loss as well. So yesterday I bought a bunch of eggs at $20. Now it's I think egg is about I don't have it here, of course. Yeah, did I? Yeah, I logged out. Anyway, let's see. Well, anyway, egg was $20. Now it's $18. So that's what happened there. So this is, in my opinion, this is bullish for Ethereum. This is bullish for some other smart chains out there. For example, Matic. If some of you were wondering why the hell did I bought Matic yesterday, well, this is why I bought Matic as well. Anyway, Matic network is good. Some other networks, the liquidity will have to move because the Binance Smart Chain is getting congested as well. So this is bullish for other smart chains out there that compete directly with Binance Smart Chain. Matic network, I think, is a solid pick right now, but the coins on Binance Smart Chain that are on the liquidity pairs on PancakeSwap, I think some of the people, instead of unstaking and restaking, I think at least some people want to sell it. So I think there will be great buying opportunities tomorrow. That's basically my idea. What I want to do tomorrow is to benefit from these buying opportunities, but also just investing into other systems outside the Binance Smart Chain as well. So this is not the end of my story for Binance Smart Chain, but I just wanted to let you guys know that Binance Smart Chain is not as great right now as it was before. And with this update, there will be a lot of confusion tomorrow, maybe a lot of panic or selling. So just wanted to let you guys know in advance before this actually happens. And unfortunately, I did not know this before, but now I know this, and I just wanted to let you know. This may not actually happen. There may not be any panic tomorrow, but in case there is, at least now you know. Okay, I think that's enough for this video. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. I try to answer those at least today and tomorrow. So let's see how it goes. Maybe I lose a lot of money. I sold Auto at the bottom. About 3,000 was my average sell that I was able to get out of Auto. Now it's 2,850. I don't know how low it can actually go. And if they have, maybe these yield aggregators, maybe they have everything ready, maybe not. I don't exactly know, but I would imagine there's a lot of confusion going on. We'll see. Maybe they actually have some really cool systems, but if it has to be manually done, then I would expect even more chaos. But anyway, there's going to be a lot of congestion. I think that's it for this video. Hope you liked it, and I'm sorry if you have lost money in the recent days, but there's basically nothing we could have done to prepare for this. Maybe some of you guys were able to see it in advance. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do it, but now I know it. And yeah, sorry for any losses that you may have experienced, but this is what happens in investing anyways. Okay, I think that's enough. Hope you liked it. Consider subscribing, and I will see you on the next video.